just the other night, I was up late talking to this fellow who is voted for Trump first time around. He heard me say something critical of Trump. He came up to me. He was furious. He points his finger at me. He says, "You liberals despise me. You think I'm just a dumb, homophobic bigot, and you're only listening to me right now so you can defeat me." And I thought, well, this is going to be an interesting discussion. What could I do? I couldn't walk away. I had to say, well, I think you're misjudging me, but obviously you've got some stories there that make you feel that way. He went on to tell me that at a hospital where he works, a group of his colleagues all pulled him together and wanted to talk to him and try to understand it because he voted for Trump. And he said they were looking at me like I was some sort of weird animal from another planet or something. And he felt so dehumanized by them using him as their guinea pig, that I was getting the rage that he actually felt about them. And before we were done, he was crying. He had tears coming down his face because when somebody really listens and tries to understand, it touches any of us. Jim, I love how you often say, that when we show genuine curiosity, unexpected, uncommon curiosity toward anybody, it creates some electricity. And that's what I've loved about the 3 practice groups that I've seen. And everyone was a delight. There are moments of agony and there are moments of ecstasy, in the sense that you'd hear people say things, or you'd see pain and tension, and then you'd hear people break through and listen. So much of our exposure to dialogue about social and political and religious issues happens on television. And television is motivated to sell advertising. And to sell advertising, they need to keep you anxious and they need to keep conflict happening, because conflict and anxiety keep eyeballs on the screen. And I just keep thinking to myself, if people could watch one of these 3 practice groups and see people actually listening to each other, it's like the difference between a genuine sport and professional wrestling. You realize real communication is this beautiful, tender thing. And we have so few people who serve as guides or you might even say who serve as midwives to let that kind of understanding be born. And that's what I've loved about the 3 practice groups that I've seen. And that the experience of seeing that happen, I think just made me feel hopeful and happy and joyful and courageous to keep working at this.